Alright, what's up everybody? It's Lids and we are back for some more Pyre Community RITE NITE, which means some good old-fashioned multiplayer Pyre featuring first and foremost the members of the RITE Club Discord server, the hub of all things multiplayer Pyre. If you are interested in getting more involved in multiplayer Pyre, then you can of course join the RITE Club by clicking on... Am I doing it? Am I doing it? I guess I'm doing it. There we go. Wasn't sure. I saw Artemis Fowl in chat. I was like, is Artemis Fowl ready for this right now? Or am I actually typing in RITE Club myself? Oh, man. Well, Happy New Year to everybody. And for those of you in chat, even if you are not playing today, you are not off the hook, because you see that red circle with the white L below chat. You click on that, you will find all the various requests that you can make today, including things like requesting players' exiles, masteries, talismans, arenas, even Titan stars are all fair game. So without further ado, let's hop into versus mode here, and let's get started. And let me know, chat, and we'll just reset ourselves to our defaults here, but let me know who would like to get us started for today. And Doofius, thank you very much for the follow, as well as 094. Hope you're all doing well. Happy New Year to you both. Let me jump into Discord so that I am ready to go here. Alright, you cackling imps. Who's up first? Who will it be? Oh, okay. We're getting some requests from chat already. We will perhaps not have much of an opportunity to warm up here. Roland Bird says, let's start with things a little bit spicy by turning customize off. So that, of course, means randomized exiles, masteries, and talismans. We won't even get to see what they are in advance. So we'll get just thrown straight into the action, and it'll be a bit of a guessing game at the start. So who's up for such a challenge? Who is ready to take that on? Or is everyone still feeling the after effects of their New Year's parties? I mean, of course, I can jump in here as one of the first two players, but we have many of our usual regulars in chat. Our rotor says maybe for a little bit, but not that long today. Okay, rotor and Amanda? Sure, let's get started with that then. Let me send you guys some invites here. I think I might need to boot up Steam Friends real quick. There we go. Let's see. So, there's Amanda.
Hello.
How's it going?
Doing pretty well. How are you?
Happy New Year. Doing all right.
Let's
see. And am I seeing iRotor on Steam?
Hello?
Hey, how's it going, iRotor? The moment. Happy New Year. For whatever reason, at the moment, iRotor, I'm not seeing you on Steam.
No?
There we go. Now I am.
I
Perfect.
still had to log in.
Alright, no worries. Well, invite sent to you both. Just verify who's player 1, who's player 2, and then we'll set those players up. Remember, we turned customize off, so you guys are getting thrown straight into the chaos today.
I am neither. Oh, no, I am. Okay, I'm player 1.
Okay. Let's see. In that case, let me set you guys up accordingly. It's being really slow with updating your name here, but There we are. Huzzah. All right, and for you, Amanda, will it be Beyonders today? What are you thinking?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I wrote her withdrawn for you?
Yep.
Okay. Here we are on stream. Let's set you guys up here as well, though. All right. So what with Customize turned off here, well, let's also make it so that iRotor is not a CPU, unless you are secretly a robot and you've not been telling us this whole time.
No comment.
Something strange. Oh, yes, Nor, you are not wrong. Hold on, let me just give it a little screen flip here. What's that? What? Little razzle dazzle, and suddenly everything has changed. Now it should be fine. There we go. Yeah, thanks for flagging that, Anor. Otherwise, I think basically it just froze on that screen, and we would not have seen anything, even if we started up the right. So, okay. As I was saying, Customize turned off. Everything will be randomized here, and so there's not much else for us to set up, and so let's get started, I suppose. Gotta start off the new year with some chaos. Oh, and it's a random fall of Solium as well. Or did I forget to reset that? I might have forget. Either way, good to start here.
Pretty sure it was random.
What's up, Dubious? Good to see you. Thanks for the follow early. Is it Doofius or Duffius? Well, let's see here. We have... Is that 2 worms on Amanda's side? Plus, I believe, a Nomad. Yes, it is. Then for iRotor, it's Headwind, it's Rookie, and it's Raji. It's a pretty well-rounded team for iRotor. On Amanda's side, it's, well, it's got a lot of speed with those worms, and then the defense coming almost in entirety from Lendl there. Here comes iRotor on the attack with Raji. Raji, oh, somebody has Mooncrest there. Looks like one of Amanda's worms. Maybe not the best of exiles to have that, as iRotor is first to plunge here for 15 with Raji. No prayer beads on him. He's out for this round. That means, oh, look at that maneuver there. Speedy little cur from iRotor. Now Amanda on the attack with Lady River. Yeah, she's the one with Mooncrest, which means she has a chance of coming back quickly from banishment, although given how worms do have a mastery that helps them come back more quickly, that may not be all that helpful. Dangerous portal there for iRotor, and you saw iRotor does have the salute for the imps that allows him to transform back and forth in between an imp. Opportunity here for Amanda to throw this one in for 15. Amanda now speeding ahead, but Lady River not quick enough to make it past the defense. Oh, and iRotor with that clever play there, going through the portal for the quick banishment. Rookie avoids banishment there, and hops in for 20. He'll be out for this round. Amanda with Gilman. And Lady River. Lady River down, but now it's Gilman. He's banished, though. There is Raji using that extra mobility from transforming, into a Howler. Look at that. That's Titan Tooth on, was that Raji? Or was that Lendl for Amanda? I think that was on Lendl, and that is a good combo. But time now for iRotor to go through that portal and throw it in for 18, cuts it a little bit short here. But of course, with Amanda down to 27 life means just a couple of scores may be all that iRotor needs here. Lendl. Lady River blocked. Now banished. Oh, and Web Lanthorn as well. Is that on iRotor's side? I believe so. iRotor with some strong combos, and plunges here once again with Rookie for 20. That drops Amanda down to 7. Now, of course, Well, with the random talismans, there is a non-zero chance someone has RITE NITE, which is the talisman that can give 20 rekindling. Meanwhile, Amanda thrown this one in for 15, so that means that it is possible that perhaps even with one more score, iRotor may not be able to win this one, but can't say that definitively at this stage unless we were to confirm that all of Amanda's exiles have a specific talisman that is not RITE NITE. I think we've established that Lendl does, and we know Mooncrest, and we know Lendl has a talisman, but no RITE NITE means that is iRotor's win.
Did you have Web Lantern on that imp?
Was that on your imp?
I'm not sure if it was on my. No, I don't. Well, not quite
I think
sure.
so.
Maybe, but it never really happened that. Like,
Yeah.
because it was my first character, and all your characters are so small.
Yeah, I only saw it
Didn't
trigger
pop that off.
once or twice.
Yeah. So I
Yeah, and
think
you had a
Tooth
lot
was
of
definitely
banishments
on my
with your imp.
Nomad.
Alright, well chat, let us know if there's anything you'd like to see for this next one. Let's turn Customize back on in the meantime. And yeah, that was a random stage that just so happened to give us Fall of Solium for the first rite of the new year, and I think that's pretty fitting. So let us know if there's anything you'd like to see for this next one. Otherwise, we'll just have these two take whatever they want to take. And perhaps we do go that route then. Okay, so it's Blade of Lu. Oh, okay, we do have a... Before you pick anything, you guys, we did just get an arena request. How do we feel about a quick setup on our arena of choice here? Do we want to lock in on
sure.
Blade of Lu? That works?
No, we can go boat.
It is. I specifically, deliberately did not name said request just in case it might have affected your answer to that question, but it was in fact a boat battle. So, you know what? Let's do it.
I mean, I'll take an excuse to avoid player 2 Glade of You.
That's
True.
valid.
True.
So heavily depends on the composition, but my composition's not like it.
So Duffy says, boat battle it is.
Who shall conduct the rites?
Ooh, and Amanda starts with an imp there. Now, of course, the boat comes with its special, unique physics properties that, for whatever reason, only exist here. And we have seen oftentimes players deliberately choose demons here for that reason, because they tend to be the ones that are most beneficially impacted by those alternate laws of physics, although have not seen either player take any demons yet. That's double imp from Amanda, and potentially a double savage setup here for iRotor. And Amanda does, in fact, lock in 100% imps. Oh, and what is this? Hold on. We've seen Balded Void typically at the Carnival, but there we go. iRotor breaking it out on the boat. And a quick throw there from iRotor goes for 11 damage. Oh, and there's a little bit of boat magic for you. A little bit of an extra boost on that jump from the stowaway, I believe. Getting her in for a 20 damage plunge. But no prayer beads on her, so she's out. That leaves just Gareth to defend, and away he goes, which gives time for Amanda to throw this one in for 20.
The withdrawn seem to be falling beauteous.
Oh, and I totally did not see Nora's song request in time, but we'll get it for the next one, no worries. Now, Iroder does have the Banishing Throws with Almer, as you're seeing here, capable of taking out those would-be defenders, or in this case, throwing it in for 20. Once again, Stowaway, in particular, for whatever reason, is certainly benefiting from getting a little bit of extra range on the jump, but Amanda, not only took the extra damage, but also took the extra damage on the Talisman as well. 33 in total from that plunge, but Iroder with the quick counter here for a 20 damage plunge of his own. So aggressive offensive plays here from both players. But just Gareth to defend for Iroder. Just Raji on the attack for Amanda. Amanda does set up a dangerous portal, though it does get moved back now. Now, more threatening. But it's Iroder in possession here, and no one to defend at the moment. And so he speeds in for 20. That drops Amanda down to 19. So 20 damage would finish it.
The withdrawn prevail. Perhaps they do deserve their freedom after all.
GG.
The ceremony is complete.
Alright, and we have a bunch of requests already for our next one here.
Till the next rite.
Let's see, so Anor has requested songs, exiles, and now talismans. Okay, one moment, I'm gonna have to sift through a little bit here, make sure I don't miss any of that. Okay, From Wharf to Wilds is the song, so that'll be a Tariq bot one, so let's turn off the in-game music in order to summon Tariq bot here. Let us see how Tariq bot is doing today.
What is From Wharf to Wilds? It sounds Bastion, is it?
Indeed. Alright, so we've got the song all set. Let's see, what else do we have for this one? Then we had the exiles, the talismans. It's double rings on your favorite ship. Okay, okay. I see. We'll reset our arena here. Chat, what do you think? Is the music a little too loud, maybe? I think that might be... Freakbot might be rocking a little too hard. Maybe rocking just a little too hard. Okay, turn it down just a smidge. Alright, so that covers just about everything here. So why don't we get this one started?
Did you turn off the fire sound in-game?
I did, yeah.
Okay,
It
cool.
should be all set. So again, it is the 2 exiles that you ship,
The Beyonders,
and rings on those 2 exiles.
the withdrawn. Welcome.
We shall see. We had something similar to this
Who shall
pop up
conduct
recently, didn't we?
us?
Yeah.
I thought it was... Anor, was it with you? I thought that
Yeah, it
Anor
was,
had a ring setup that was somewhat questionable. It was Pamitha and Tamitha, wasn't it? And then we...
No, that was not the
Was that not the original?
request. It was not the request. No, that was just random, I think.
I thought that Anor did Pamitha plus Tamitha with the rings. Then we were like, oh, Anor, that caught our attention. And then after that, we were like, okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Now let's do a request and fix this up a little bit.
I think that's about right.
So unfortunately for Messenger Imp, he will not be one of the ones that gets shipped. Sorry, Messenger Imp. Rotor's
Wait,
already.
can someone remind me what talisman I actually took on? Oh no, it's the ring.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you've taken one of the rings.
Yeah.
So you're locked in with
Out of
Pamitha.
the equation. Okay.
Who goes with Pamitha? Faking us out. Pamitha and Snadra. Okay. Okay, I was going to say for a second there, I was wondering if you were going to go Pamitha plus Viz Palette, and I was going to say, I mean, we know nothing about Viz Palette. That's a bold take. Oh, and it's... What, it's Volfred plus... Oh, plus Orlek. Okay, I've heard people throw that theory around. And then there is Vizpaleth in the last spot there for iRotor. Okay, so it's Orlek plus Volfred in the case of Amanda, and then it is Snadra plus Pamitha in the case of iRotor for their ship. Not on the boat this time, so not the shipception, but here is iRotor plunging for 30 with Vizpaleth. Took the extra speed on her with the Tailwind Crest, but that means she is out for this round. Oh, and it is a nifty, quick Orlek there, plunging for 25, sidestepping some would-be banishments. Ametho using her Harp Salute to switch places with Vizpaleth, setting up that 30 damage plunge there for iRotor. Orlek that time I think was just too speedy and ran right past the orb. Has it back now though. Has that crazy jumping ability, and I'm pretty sure just got pushed into the Pyre by iRotor's Pamitha. Here comes Vizpaleth for iRotor. Blocked this time, but still has it, or still in at least, now has the orb back, and now does plunge for 30. Of course, Vizpaleth has the full 30 demon plunge damage, whereas Orlek just 25. So if they are to trade scores, then iRotor would win that trade, in that sense. Oh, and Pamitha nearly outmaneuvers the defender there, but Amanda stays ready and does eventually get rid of the Harp. Two-pronged approach there. Messenger Imp opts to explode, but that leaves Orlek back to defend. Oh, and that Harp push is nearly enough for iRotor to make it into the Pyre, but not that time. Bolfred in an attacking position here, sidesteps the cast, charging up the throw, has the time to do it, but does get intercepted. Ametha nearly speeds in, but Orlek has it now. And through the portal he goes. That portal is in a pretty dangerous spot there. Ooh, and Amanda faking out, pretending to throw, but then opts to sprint in instead. But after that ruckus, Orlek has a clean way to throw it in here for 25. That means he's still in for this round, and he's on the attack here, but he goes down. And the orb remains unclaimed, although it is right next to iRotor, who does take it and then switches it over to his exile in a more attacking position, but now Amanda on the counterattack, not for long. iRotor can't quite get out of the range of that big implosion. But iRotor now faster to the Pyre, plunges for 20, and that drops Amanda down to 25. Once again, the speedy Orlek causing trouble, getting rid of all of the defenders. Ooh, though Amanda, perhaps with a little bit of greed there, for whatever reason, opts to pass it back rather than just throw it in with Orlek. Not sure what the idea was there, but it does mean she had to cut that throw short.
More damage than Orlek.
Oh, okay. Amanda sets up the portal. Goes down here. That was all of her exile, so Numbing Gust active at least for a split second there, which prevented momentarily iRotor from sprinting, jumping, throwing, or using any other special abilities. But now Amanda threw that portal that she set a while ago. Orlek trying to bulldoze his way through. Not this time, though. And Iroder still has Vizpaleth over there by the Pyre and plunges, triggering the rekindling. It's 10 on Amanda's second life bar, which does mean next score for Iroder would be enough. Amanda perhaps looking to set up that portal, or perhaps plunge here, because as she was saying before, has a ton of damage on that imp, 33. Oh, but the heart push finishes the job. GG.
Good game.
Or you could say they managed to avoid defeat. Thus end this night's proceedings.
All right, well, let's head on back. We have a bunch of song requests lined up here, but let us know, chat, if there's anything else you want to see. Or that song loops around and gets all started up. Let's see. So next one on the list was, let's see. We had Brusher Patrol from Cam. There we are. Okay. Blade of Blue as well. So that means, well, Iroder, you may have avoided it for a little while there, but it will come back to haunt you. It is inescapable. There is no escape.
I'll just have to take a savage.
How's it going, Abra? Okay, let's see. Anything else at the moment? That looks like it. So why don't we get this one started? Okay, so no requests affecting your team composition here. That is up to you. So Amanda starts with Zoxiana. Iroder was saying something about leaning on the Savages a bit here. The reason for that being, or at least the reason why Iroder was saying Player 2 on Glade of Blue is a little bit tough is because it is one of the few arenas that has pretty significant difference when it comes to your starting position as Player 1 versus Player 2, because as those roots start to grow in, it does not affect players equally. In many ways, Player 2 can get pinned in close to their Pyre, and it can be hard to escape. Alright, Webbed Landthorn Imp in the second spot there for Amanda. Whereas Iroder going the triple hopping Cur route. And that's a Numbing Gust quarterback manly from Amanda. So serious throwing range coming from him. And Web Lanthorn Rajin last spot for Iroder. And here we go. That is the Savage teleporting to the orb. And perhaps one of the reasons why Iroder wanted to have at least one Savage on his team. Here is that Savage. Almer avoids banishment there. The throw banishes. And banishes again. And eventually, Iroder makes his way into the Pyre with that throw for 20. Amanda still has it here with her Imp. And doesn't make it in, but does set up a dangerous portal there. So she gets the orb back. That could prove to be a significant threat. Has the range from Manly, though doesn't quite have the time to get that throw off. Now I wrote her. The speedy Dalbert avoids the cast there, but he does go down, and now no one to stop Amanda from throwing this one in as the orb swings wildly from side to side. I wrote her over to his Savage, who sneaks in to throw in between a couple of defenders there for 20 damage. The arena continues to grow smaller. Amanda nearly outmaneuvering the defenders there, but does set up the portal. I wrote her nearly snaking his way in with Dalbert, but not this time. Amanda thinking about the portal, but I wrote her has it covered here. Perhaps the element of surprise. Tries to fake him out. Oh, does eventually make it through and moves that portal closer. But I wrote her counters with the 20 damage plunge and erases that portal. I wrote her was first the orb there, but loses Almer. Amanda Zoxiana banished here. Oh no, switches places with her imp. And so, although he does go down, he does set up the portal. Zoxiana may not need it here, though. She does go down. Almer banished. Oh, and now everyone down on Amanda's side. She did take Numbing Gust, which means Iroda cannot sprint, jump, throw, or use any other abilities when everyone is gone on Amanda's side, and that was the difference between Iroda being able to score on an undefended net and Amanda being able to get the orb back. Raji nearly sneaks in there, but as you can see, goes down, setting up a portal right in front of Iroda's Pyre. Dalbert can't make it in this time. Oh, and just as Amanda's about to get the orb back, she loses the imp and loses the portal positioning. Just when she was about to use it, perhaps. Almer, back to Dalbert. Oh, and he finds a way through here for 20 damage on that plunge. Now, we did see Amanda take 10 rekindling, so she will have a second life bar here, even if Iroda is able to get the full damage out of Almer here. Which may be what's going to happen, because no one to stop him here. So there is the 10 rekindling, and that means that now Iroda's next score may be his final one to finish the job and get the win. Bulldozes through with his imp, but there is Numbing Gust. May not be enough to slow him down, though, because through that portal for the winning plunge.
Yeah, I keep wondering whether I should take Prayer Beads or Titan Tooth on that harp.
Yes. Difficult to choose between those two.
Very difficult. This is the first time I picked Prayer Beads, and I prefer Titan Tooth, I think.
Until the stars align.
Alright, so I believe we still have a song request for this one.
Yes.
Let me double check as to which song request is next.
Twisted Streets.
Remember which one that's from.
I have no idea what that is.
And Barrick, which one is that from? I don't remember. Twisted Streets. I don't think it's Transistor. Is that Hades? It's from Bastion? I don't recognize it by name. Man. It's been too long. Let's see. Which one is this? Which one is this? Oh, this one. Okay.
I'll
Oh
do
man,
two more.
we're adding even more songs to the list. Okay, anything else? We have plenty of songs. Oh, Amanda, I don't know if TariqBot's gonna be smart enough to do the hummed version. We can certainly do Impossible.
Regular Impossible.
Okay.
Fine. That's not possible. It's okay.
Yeah, our latest and greatest TariqBot is, I'm afraid, considerably less intelligent than the previous Tariq bots. Because this is indeed... What Tariq bot number are we on at this point? It's at least the 3rd. If not the 4th, right? I've lost track. That's how many there have been now.
So there's 3 in the queue after this.
Oh man.
3 song requests.
All right,
So,
people
you were
feel
s-
very musical today. You know, that's fine.
iRotor, you were saying 2 more,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Okay. So heads up, chat, if there's anyone who is thinking about jumping in, it sounds like Irota's looking to switch out relatively soon.
No, this Twisted Street, then Waterwall, then Impossible, then Forecast. Okay, no, I see.
Yes. And then forecast again.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, let's get this started in that case before people scheme up more song requests. All right, so no effects for your actual team composition here. So that's totally up to you. Okay, I did invite that last one. All right, now this is just getting excessive.
So, just out of curiosity, do you hold over song requests for the rest next RITE Night?
I'm gonna say no, because I think I see where this is going. All aboard the forecast train. No, I think the most, I don't know how you want to phrase it, ambitious of requests was when, at least on one occasion, I've had someone do a Pyre request for when I was streaming a different game the day before RITE Night. It's like, you know we're not playing Pyre right now, right? But anyways, we have a Kerr and a Sap on Amanda's side, and she may finish things off with another Sap. I forget who that was who did. I want to say it was Aqua. This was a while ago, probably a year ago. Nowadays, perhaps in response to that, I have made a deliberate point of turning off Pyre-related requests when I'm playing games other than Pyre, so that I don't need to try to keep track of any Pyre-related requests that happen on non-Pyre days. Exactly, they're just letting us know in advance, right? But anyways, here we go. iRotor pushing forward with his Crone, getting rid of the would-be defender. And snaking around for a 25 damage plunge. Now it's Amanda with the counter for 20. Yeah, Transistor is probably the one that I've spent the most time just listening to the soundtrack by itself. Bastion, I did that a while ago, but I've not done so for a long time. Yeah, that was a huge banishment there from iRotor. Did activate Numbing Gust, but was close enough to the Pyre that it didn't matter. Even if he couldn't sprint, could still have enough time to get it in for that 30 damage plunge. Does mean he's now down Bertrude. Also a little odd that iRotor chose to go with Bertrude when he's the withdrawn, and Udmilda is in some ways his team captain. Ooh, and a snipe there from Headwind. But he goes down to the sapling. And that means no one back to defend, at least momentarily. Palmas now has returned. Amanda trying to find a way through him, but cannot. Headwind on the attack. Oh, is this the... Ah, we saw this last week. The nifty play in which we saw... I believe it was it Anora doing it a lot last week? With
It was.
the Sap plus Nomad combo. I don't know if it necessarily needs to be Nomad per se, but using the Sap's Guardian Shield ability to shield allies as they jump forward into opposing territory and make it so that they do not get banished as they move in very close to the opposing Pyre, putting them in a dangerous position, and then you pass the orb back to them and they can score more easily. I think you did a lot more than that, Nor. I don't know how many times it turned into a direct score. Maybe you only got a direct score out of it once, but you made the attempt successfully to at least get the orb back to that Nomad on several occasions.
I think Honor means that she only did it in one right.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's, yeah, maybe that is what you
not.
mean, Honor, because maybe it was only one right, but in that right, you pulled it off many times. Oh, wait, that was a response to another question. Never mind, then. Never mind. Big power cast from Hedwyn. And shoulder smashes as well. And that is the combo that our rotor is looking for. There you see, able to put Hedwyn near Amanda's Pyre without getting him banished, which is usually what would happen when you jump straight into the opposing team. Amanda able to counter, though, this time plunging with her Cur for 20. But didn't take prayer beads on Dalbert, so he's out for this round. And Iroder plunges here for 30 with Bertrude. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, Nor, I feel like I saw you do it a lot. Glad to hear that I'm not completely losing my mind. Because as we know, that's already happened. Edwin pressing forward, and for a second there, it looked like he might have had enough room to make it in. Certainly would if he banishes all the defenders. Numbing Gust is active. Oh, and that might have been just enough to slow Hedwyn down, giving Amanda time to get some defenders back. And now it's suddenly Dalbert. Playing mind games there. Oh, but the mind games backfired. Edwin that time could have just kept the orb, but passes it back and then receives it back, setting up this 20 damage plunge.
I have sap. I'm fine.
Amanda does have double saps. This is true. The two saps just very slowly collide into each other, banishing each other. But Amanda plunges for 20 here, and that drops our rotor down to 30. Throw here for my rotor is unblockable, and that triggers a whole lot of bells. Because that's 120 rekindling. As Amanda was just saying, not so worried about going to that second life bar, because it's huge. When not quite enough time for Dalbert to make it in there. But that's exactly the combo that our rotor's looking for. Jump close to the enemy with Hedwyn. Switch quickly back over to Palmas. Use the shield to protect Hedwyn and then switch back to him and set him up for the score. Meanwhile, here's another 20 damage for iRotor. Dalbert. Now it's Amanda returning the favor. In her case, using it combined with a Dalbert rather than a Cur rather than Nomad. When Amanda snuffs out that throw, which would have been unblockable. Dalbert again. Tries to hop pass, but he's blocked and banished. Hedwyn once again. iRotor with the combo, using that shield to protect Hedwyn, setting up the plunge. iRotor cornered there and does get banished before he can finish that throw. Amanda with Dalbert. Oh, nearly finds a way around the defenders. Bertrude. The momentum just takes her away from the Pyre there. The throw does have enough on it to make it in for 27, slightly less than the maximum, and that could be significant because Bertrude can deal a maximum of 30 damage, so it means iRotor will need at least 2 scores if he is to walk away with the win here. But Hedwyn can get one of them, and he does have Leech. So that's 10 Pyre life back in addition to the 20 damage. Dalbert somehow delayed the inevitable there, but does eventually get banished. Sap versus Sap. And it's Iroder who wins out there.
All of the withdrawn.
But now everyone banished on Iroder's side. Gertrude makes a timely return. Except Speed's past the Pyre.
No.
Good game.
Follows up for the winning plunge.
Game.
I just
GG.
do 2 more games. Well, let's like 120 rekindling.
Yes. I love how that was. I don't know if you noticed, I wrote her, but I love how other people didn't notice. Just casual, like double full rekindling and the right light.
Was distracted by something. I
I
forget
knew
what
that
it
you had
was.
at least 60 rekindling. I didn't expect
Right.
120, but
But then when Amanda made the comment, like, you know, I'm fine with the rekindling thing. I've got a couple of zaps. Like, hold on. What did she do? What did she do? Maximize the rekindling is what she did. Well, let's see. We certainly still have song requests. One moment while I fish through. I mean, at this point, we're going to have such a huge backlog of song requests. I'm going to have to look back an hour in chat just to see what our current song request is.
It's Waterwall.
Waterwall's next. Let's see. So this is what? Twisted Streets.
last chance to get me some meme build or
Yeah,
whatever.
Waterwall.
So do your request.
Nope, I spelled it wrong. Well done, Lids. Not wall water. Water wall. There it is. I think this is a song that I used to mess around with speeding it up, where it's this sort of slow, methodical pace here, but it feels really different if you bump it up in speed. So recommend giving it a try. Not heard it that way before.
Is this water? Oh, okay, I know this one.
Okay, I see what's happening here.
Oh, okay.
Boat it is? Okay, so we're embracing the water-ness by going with the boat and going with all worms for Allenberg, or just some worms? What's the... Are we talking full team versus of worms on both sides? All worms. You love to see it. You just love to see it.
Beyond those versus the withdrawn. Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
Okay, how did that?
That's not the
work
exploding
again?
worm. I'm sorry, what?
What? Oh, sure. I'll fix this. I can fix it.
Also, not the exploding worm. Sorry.
Yeah, I think that works.
Exile.
So it will be interesting to see what approach these two take with their worms. That was the casting ability, talisman-wise, from Iroder. Whereas Amanda went the exploding route. Bottled Void on a worm. Not something we see that often. Of course, means whenever that worm comes back from banishment, that it will basically have a gravity-like pull on neighboring exiles and potentially banish them if they are brought into that worm's aura. And I wrote her going the damage route with Lady River. And Amanda going the damaging route with Deluge. And the legendary worm talisman we tend not to see very much, gives the additional jumping distance. As I wrote her with the speedy Gilman, darting in for 15 on the plunge. Then Lady River here, but she's blocked. Oh, but still in it here, and has the orb back. And finds a way in. That is Iroder's offensive worm, 23 damage on that plunge. Amanda making it in here for 15. And I'm getting the feeling this could be a pretty fast-paced rite. Worms, of course, have the speed and at times can be difficult to defend with, and as we're seeing here now, Amanda plunging with her offensive worm for 23 damage. So we're tied up at 62. But now comes Iroder with, again, the offensive worm, 23 rather than the usual 15 damage. And the throw for 23 as well. So Iroder with some momentum. Trying to do the same here, but not as lucky this time. Has it back with Gilman, though. Lady River returns. But her throw, well, she gets blocked before she can finish getting it off. Amanda has an opening here. One defender back. Can't find a way around that defender. Seize Chance is active on that worm for Iroder, means that worm has extra damage. And that means that is enough damage for the win.
Thanks for the ride. Oh,
GG.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks for stopping by.
Okay, watch.
All right, chat. That means we're looking for one person to jump in here to take Iroder's spot.
I think Honor said that she wants to.
Thought I heard Honor saying she might be interested. Yeah, Honor, is that? Yeah, okay, great. In that case, and Amanda, just to check in with you, are you good to stick around?
Yeah, I'm good to stick around for a bit. I'll make some space for other people eventually, but I'm good to play Honor for a bit.
Okay, okay. Let's see. Also, let me get Honor in. Then I will resolve this. Where do we currently stand in our never-ending song queue question?
On Impossible.
Are
Hunt
we on
Impossible. Yeah, I think so.
You're impossible. Let's see.
I just scrolled back. I should be right, I think.
It's a bit of a journey. Okay, I've got Waterwall. Impossible. Yeah, okay, so this is the one that you did where you're saying, ideally if we could do Hum, but I don't think we'll be able to. We can try, but I think Freakbot is not going to be smart enough.
That's all good.
See, is it on, like, the Transistor Extended soundtrack or something?
It
What is
is.
the... Like,
It
maybe that would help? let's see. Maybe TreakBot will know if we do that. Something like this. Really? It kind of sort of looked like TreakBot almost got it. It was sort of encouraging. But right, slight variation. No. No, I'm afraid not. Okay, let's just go with the generic impossible then.
Yeah, of course.
Can we loop this one here? Cam trying to... Oh, give us an alternative, but that is a very loud one, Cam, and I'm not sure if we can loop that, unless, I mean, I could go through Spotify, but, oh yeah, it's through Spotify, and then I don't know Spotify Premium, so I might get ads and whatnot, and then it just becomes a mess. Let's just go with the default.
Also, me and Honor would not be able to hear that.
True. So let's just go bass, transistor, impossible, there we go.
Okay.
Huzzah. Okay, so let's see. Then let's get Honor properly set up here. Honor, will it be Night Wings for you today? Also, let me scroll back to the chat. All right, yes. Let me name in and whatnot. Huzzah. Alright, Honor, I think we may have messed around with our mouse keyboard controls last time, so heads up, I think this probably looks different. Apparently Tariq hates humming. At least TreakBot does. Oh, and hold on. Yup. I was gonna say, is remote play doing the thing because it's doing the thing. There you go. Better now? Okay, no worries. Hey, Boxboko, how's it going? How are you? Happy New Year. Alright, so we have the song. Did we have anything else for this one? We have the big song cue, but did we have any other cues?
Don't think so.
I don't think so. Okay. I feel like... No. I think we just had this period of time in which we kept on rocking out with TreakBot and we kept on bumping up his volume. I feel like TreakBot is just continuing to rock too hard today. Just bumped it down a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Just in case. No worries, no worries. Well, in that case, let's get things started up here for our first match between Amanda and Honor. As we were saying, no requests with regard to your team here, just a song request, so you're free to take whatever you'd like. Except, we switched the arena, didn't we?
I think we did.
I think that's a random vote. Did we forget to switch the arena? Because I might have.
It's random.
It is a random vote. And speaking of random stuffs, giving you the same thing twice in a row. Random anecdote, but yesterday I was doing a different game in which I was using a random number generator in a game that had like 50 different options, and on 2 separate occasions, the random number generator gave me the same option twice in a row. So it's basically like about the same probability of getting the same talisman, if you were to do a random number generator for talisman, getting that twice in a row on 2 separate occasions. And that was just like, what? How? So for whatever reason, as of late, I've been having random stuffs give me the same results twice in a row, so I don't know, we might see more of that today. Meanwhile, it is a super leeching Jody coming from Amanda. 50% of the damage that she deals, she will leech back to Amanda's Pyre, and, well, Lenore's doing the same thing with Iggy, and we are on the boat. As we were saying before, the demons on the boat tend to be the ones most beneficially impacted by it, getting, at times, functionally a second or even occasionally third jump, meaning that they can cover some serious distance. So it's like randomly waking up and realizing that it's Friday or Saturday or something. Ooh, I don't know, is that legal? Amanda sneaking in a nomad? I thought there might have been an unspoken agreement there. These two were going to go all demons on both sides. Amanda goes double demon, one nomad.
No, she doesn't.
Amanda did. Oh, no. Make that one demon, one imp, one nomad. Whereas Anor does go triple demon. And that is Jody and Iggy down. That leaves just Vids left back to defend. Now Iggy has returned, but Amanda's still on the attack and does manage to plunge for 30. Yeah, except most people hate it. Fair enough. Except the demon memes. What about the demon memes? Like that. If only Ignarius had the orb for Anor there, because Ignarius just flew across the entire arena. And he's still near the Pyre. Oh, and Anor right next to the Pyre gets a little greedy, opts to set up the Brazen Manor, and does get punished for that greed. Meanwhile, here is Amanda doing just that against Anor. But you love to see it. Ooh, and that shoulder smash against a demon that didn't look like it was in the air all that much. But then again, we are talking about the boat, and you do tend to fly a little bit, even when you may not intend to fly, such as on that occasion. Although Anor returns the favor, and now has time with a Brazen Manor demon, Ignarius, to plunge for 40 and leech for 20. I believe Anor also took the leech on her big damage demon. Now it's Amanda's turn. Ooh, but the Brazen Manor has worn off. Anor, looking for that extra leap, but didn't get it that time. Ooh, and nifty portal play there from Amanda, although her imp does go down. And Amanda threw the portal for the banishment as well. Sets up the Brazen Manor. No one to stop her right now. So time to throw this one in was that the full damage cut it ever so slightly short, 38 rather than the full 40. But does get leech from that as well. And this time it's Jody plunging for 30. That is not the high damage leeching demon for Anor. That would be Ignarius. Here is Ignarius, but he goes down. Amanda gets her team back to full strength here. Has a Brazen Manor Jody. Anor with some defensive reinforcements. Jody still causing trouble here. Nearly makes it in, but Anor with the last second save. Iggy. He is Anor's preferred attacker, especially if she can get a Brazen Manor off. But Iggy gets banished, and Amanda has several characters next to Anor's Pyre, although Anor quickly banishes both of them. There is still a portal there, which Amanda uses, and has it back with Snadra. Now Messenger Imp just goes straight in. Has the extra damage as well. It's 25 rather than the usual 15. And that drops Anor down to 22. She does have Leech with Ignarius, but if she can't do that, then at least one of those Imp or Demon scores from Amanda would be enough to take the win. Jody on both sides. Oh, and look at that! Anor just leapfrogs over the defenders using the boat magic. And that drops Amanda down to 9 Pyre life. Again, both players do have leech. Big jumps from Anor, but Amanda prepared to defend. Now zipping forward with the imp. Messenger imp retreats, tries again. Oh, goes under the defender. And in for the win.
Good game.
GG. See, you gotta love the boat, right?
No.
The Messenger Imp's gotta get back to work. He's a busy guy. Alright, so we definitely still have plenty of song requests. But let us know if there's anything else you would like, chat.
I think all of them now are just,
Is it forecast 1, 2, 3, and 4?
yes.
I might lose track of which number forecast we're on.
1, 2, 3 forecast, yes.
Is that where we stand? Twisted Streets, we did that.
It is forecast 1 right now.
Okay. Okay. Alright then. Oh, okay. Oh, and Anor. Yeah, I was looking to turn customize off. Box Voco won the race ever so slightly. So Box Voco says at least one sap per squad, and Anor's like, I mean, sure.
I'm not sure you had to specifically request that.
Alright, let's get the forecasts going. I don't know, what are we forecasting? Chat, I feel like if we have quadruple forecast, surely we must know all of the weather patterns across the globe for the next week at this point, right? So what do we see in the forecast? You gotta let me know. Now that the song is going, now we know, right?
Oh, it's that song. Right, okay.
AJ with the forecast. Good idea, good idea. Is he the one that knows? We don't know. We're just learning from the voice. And Ridge of Gold as well, okay. Alright, so 1 sap apiece. Let's do it. So are the saps the ones that are forecasting in that case? With the help of the voice?
Stay here in this right is your salvation. Try not to let the pressure get to you. The honors stand ready. Night wings stand prepared.
Because I gotta say, I can definitely imagine, for whatever reason, Weathercaster Volfred, I can see it. I can see it. The stars are falling. That's the forecast today. Uh-oh. Was that a quarterback Volfred? It's of course Nutrition Stick Volfred for Anor. Some slam dunkin' saps. We'll see. We'll see. We may have some of those coming up shortly. Oh dear. Well. Amanda, you're not sneaking it past us this time. That was a right light. That was full rekindling. So I do think Amanda is going to have a rather large second life bar. And I was wondering, if perhaps that was a clever play on words there from Honor when she said, the stars are falling, and then takes Shooting Star, or Star Splinter, as her talisman. Was that all part of the plan? Or a mere coincidence?
It was only one set request, right? Not triple set?
Yeah,
Okay,
just one's all you
at
need.
least one set per squad. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, was that a deliberate choice? Or maybe a happy coincidence?
Yeah. Don't forget, if you want to take another sap, you have to give it the Curse Talisman.
Does it start to cause problems at 5 or only at 6?
Yes. I think it's at 5.
Nora's thinking about it. Maybe you will not opt for Manly, but we'll see. It sounds like she might still be on the fence about that. Also, no Guardian Sapling if you do. Okay. Yeah, I think Honor has been on the receiving end of some cursed multi-sap matches with saplings that were doing totally nonsensical things. Alright, and there it is.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. Honor does lock in a third sap, so it is triple sap, a voluntary triple sap at that. She only needed to take one from Honor as she throws this one in for 7. Double sap for Amanda, but she does have a crone. So expect this one to be, at times, a bit of a chess match, as these two fight for territory in the arena using their saplings to claim that territory. But despite those saps usually being slow, plodding type characters, with Honor's nutrition stick, with Volfred, she does have some surprising mobility with Volfred. That was a very quick throw there for 12. Here is Volfred. Ooh, almost went all nothing personnel. Amanda does have the speed on her crone, but Gertrude gets banished here. And I believe both players either took Numbing Gust or took the Typhoon Bottle. Ooh, and Stubborn Flame is active as well, so that usually would have been a 25 damage sap slam dunk there. But the Stubborn Flame means that when Honor is in the lead, she is dealing 10 less damage. Well, this is what I mean. Look at this. Amanda laying siege on Honor's Pyre. Can she take advantage of this advantage in positioning? Yes, she can, because gets within range with that crone, and those throws are unblockable. So setting up a sapling for Gertrude would be very beneficial for Amanda. Honor waiting for reinforcements. Here comes Volfred. As we were saying before, he has that extra mobility from the nutrition stick and sets up this 7 damage throw. It's Volfred again. Oh, can never know for sure when and where he's going to pop up with those blinks. Because if you blink, suddenly he's on the other side of the arena. Amanda, currently with control over the orb, at least from a territory standpoint, and trying to move in again within throwing range with that crone, but can't quite get close enough this time. Nor trying to find a way out from the confines around her pyre. For a second there, it looked like Amanda placed a white sapling, then Honor placed one directly on top of that and said, oh, let me just cancel that out, and it switched colors. Meanwhile, Honor plunges here with Volfred using that nutrition stick extra range on the blink It does mean that Volfred is out for this round, though. So Honor at best at 2 saps. And Amanda, once again, trying to just find a free space for Bertrude to get one of those throws off, but may need to move in a little bit further before she can do that. Once again, maybe it's just that for whatever reason, whenever Honor places a sapling, it's most noticeable when she's going against the white-colored Beyonders, but the initial sapling appears to be a white aura, and then after a frame or two, the sapling realizes, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be blue, right? Which makes it look like the sapling is changing sides. There's those quick throws. Palmas. Manly. Back to Palmas. Some keep away with these saps. But now just Palmas. See if Honor waits for Manly to return, or if she makes a move, she does. But her throw is intercepted. Manly is in a defensive position here. Amanda decides to advance. Doesn't quite have enough time to get the throw off, though. Honor trying to move one of those saps into an attacking position, and does. Has that quick throw charge up. And once again, Stubborn Flame will cap her damage because she's in the lead here. So she's dealing 10 less damage than she would usually deal. And now, notably, Honor, back to full strength after throwing it in, has all 3 saps. Oh, and now, Honor moving in with aggressive sapling placements. Waits for the Numbing Gust to go away, and that throw is in for 6. Honor wins it back on the attack with Volfred, and a throw. Okay, for a second there, I was wondering if that might have been a blink into the Pyre, but it was a throw for 4 this time. There, that's what I mean there. For a second, for a while, it looked like that was one of Amanda's saplings. Then, like I said, the sapling decided, oh yeah, right, I'm supposed to be blue. Now, Numbing Gust active momentarily as Honor was defenseless. Oh, and Amanda nearly able to get within range with that unblockable Crone throw. It does very much seem to be Amanda's go-to strategy. Oh, and the sapling banishes that sap, but not quickly enough to stop Honor from throwing it in for 9 damage.
Shut up, I wrote her.
I mean, you can take Typhoon Bottle if you are deliberately going to go all the way down on the right side with your saps. That way you're kind of getting best of both worlds. Of course, it means you're missing out on one of your talismans, committing it to Numbing Gust, but it is an option. Now, if you already took Numbing Gust and you take Typhoon Bottle, then of course that's a different story. Ooh, Honor still had one of those saps in an attacking position, setting up for the quick pass and throw, and there is the huge rekindling that we were alluding to before. That is the most you can get out of 2 saps. Full rekindling out of 2 of them, and then also the RITE NITE, which is the 20 rekindling talisman, for a total of 120. That throw looked for a second there like it might have been just barely off target, but Honor does get it, and at least as of right now, for the first time in a while, that was no Stubborn Flame active, so that was the full 25 damage. 13 here on this throw. And yes, Amanda in the lead, which means this will be full damage on that sap plunge, so 25 there. But now Stubborn Flame will reactivate, so once again we will see if Honor is the next to score. That score will be minus 10 damage. Honor retreats. Doesn't have Volfred after having plunged with him. So at best has just Palmas and Manly. May decide to be a little more cautious for that reason. Amanda has set up some dangerous saplings. Oh, but as soon as I say that, they all go away. And now it's Honor on the attack. And that counter sets up the 15 damage throw. Gertrude, looking for the throw, but it's not quick enough that time. Speaking of quick throws, though, quick throw and Talisman, Star Splinter certainly helps Nor there for the 15 damage on that occasion. Nor trying to create a runway with those saplings, but Amanda cuts her off. Oh, and Nor with the throw the orb and place a sapling where I just threw it strat. So free orb, which Amanda now takes, and her throw gets intercepted. When meanwhile, Nor still has a sap right in front of Amanda's Pyre for another 15 here. And of course, this is Amanda's second life bar we're looking at right now, which means one more full damage score, or at least close to full damage throw, would be enough for Nor to win this one with one more score. Will this be that opportunity? No, it will not. Amanda able to fend off. Now going on the counter. Now here comes Nor. Oh, but Typhoon Bottle kicks in at just the right time for Amanda, stopping Nor from throwing it in. Now Amanda on the counterattack. That throw, is unblockable, but just doesn't have quite enough time to get it off. Nor on the counter. Oh, and Fulfred was inches away. But he's banished. Amanda now, with Gertrude. Cut off. Fulfred again. Typhoon Bottle slows him down momentarily. Typhoon Bottle again. And Amanda was the first to get the orb back, but Typhoon Bottle once again is active here. She is slowing an ore down significantly here, but she's loading up on saps near Amanda's Pyre, and
Good game.
couldn't finish it any other way.
Wow, I only got one score in. That was so clean. Good game.
GG. Well played, you two. It is just a totally different type of game when you've got that many saps on the field. I mean, the saps, usually, defense is their calling card. So yeah, scoring against them is really tough. But it's when you can strike a balance between the natural strong sap defenses and either having the range on the throws or the quickness on the throws, or in the case of Volfred for that one, the extra blink distance. Suddenly, they're really strong defensively and offensively as well. All right, so that was forecast number 1.
Yeah, 3 more.
All right, we will, more forecasts in the future then. So let us know, chat, what is now on the forecast for this next match, and let us know if there's anything you want to see for this next one, because we've got the song locked down, but I assume... I think we only had one arena request. Oh, we had the random... Actually, yeah, we had the randomizer from Nor, right.
Yes.
Customize turned off. Okay, so course means totally random. Exiles, Masteries, Talismans. It's for all we know, we could end up with a random all saps. Do we keep the sermon intro on? Do we have one for this, right? Didn't think we did. Didn't think we did. Okay, so let's turn that one off and...
That's triple Kurt.
Oh, I'm like, what? What is this? 6 tails, 24 legs. Making us think for that one. Making us think for that one. But that'll be next, because this one is fully randomized. So, who knows? But we'll see.
I was thinking of maybe they were talking about crones first, but then I counted the legs and it's not quite 24.
Do crones have legs?
No, but they have tails.
They do have the tails. That much they do have. I was like, do they have tiny little legs that I just totally ignore because they basically don't use them for anything? Worms don't have any either.
Yeah, I know right more.
Well, anyways, let's get started. We'll see what we end up with here. What do we forecast, chat?
I forecast an Orlek somewhere.
We shall see. Ashen Coal? That might be Orlek for Amanda.
No, it's not.
No, it's Jody, okay. So it's Jody, Udamilda, and Tizo for Amanda. Then it is Dalbert, Almer, almost an All Fate team for Anor, but the last one is Manly. And Anor plunges here, has the extra 20 damage. And oh, might have the built-in prayer beads effect on Dalbert going all the way down on the right side. That means that may not be a triple, it definitely is not a triple hopping Dalbert, might only be a double hopping Dalbert. Quick throw there, 24, coming from Udmilda on that occasion. Blocks and banished this time though. Oh, whoa, where did those auras come from though?
I cast with my Chrome.
Okay, got it off just in time.
Yeah.
Almer down. Tizo. Udmilda. Oh, the little fake out there, the little hesitation move. Then plunges for 30. No prayer beads for her though, she's gone for this round. So here's Jody. Ooh, sends the defender flying. Almer's gonna need to take a little break after that one.
That one certainly did go new.
Oh, okay, look at that. Dalbert does have at least one additional jump. Udmilda blocked and banished here. Almer banished. Manly shields that off. Now he's on the move. He goes for the throw for the full 25. Almer got sent to another dimension. Exactly. Jody mercilessly pursuing the opposing team, but she does go down. And here's Almer on the counter. Udmilda straight in. 30 damage plunge there. Drops Anor down to 16, which means Amanda may only need one more score here, but of course, it's hard to tell. Especially because Anor does have a sap, so she may have some rekindling there. May have the RITE Light, which would mean an additional rekindling. Yeah, it really feels like Jody has even more ability to knock her opponents back than usual. For whatever reason. Almer hops in for 20. And that drops Amanda down to 25. Oh, she had the Crone Salute, turning all of Anor's characters into defenseless howlers, although she's close to getting Dalbert back, she does. And Dalbert then proceeds to banish Udmilda. And so that means that Crone Salute, Amanda unable to capitalize on it. Ooh, Anor just barely avoids banishment there with Dalbert, although Udmilda follows up to take him out. See if Udmilda can exact some revenge after Anor spoiled the party on that Crone Salute. Dalbert blocked and banished. Amanda, oh, the extra size on the sapling. Takes out Jody. Udmilda's back, not for long. Big implosion there. And Amanda using that portal to keep the pressure on. Oh, but the double hop gets Anor into the Pyre, and that drops Amanda down to just 5. So could be a one-score game, potentially for both players, but hard to know for certain. That throw is unblockable. Oh, but it's just short. Manly retreats. Is it to Almer? Almer on the move. He goes down. Amanda eyeing the portal, although Anor set up a sapling there. Dalbert trying to put the pressure on Udmilda this time, but here is Udmilda. Makes her way around that cast. This could be game. And it is.
Full left side sap then. Good game.
GG.
No rekindling at all. Wow.
Yeah, that's surprising.
The rite is ended.
All right, well played. on a totally randomized team.
until the stars align.
I'll swap out after this one.
Okay, so this will be Amanda's last one, so heads up, anyone in chat who's looking to potentially get in on the action, you may have an opportunity to do so soon. Just prepare yourself accordingly. Let's turn Customize back on. I think we had the, what was it, the 6 tails, 24, wait, 26 legs? What?
That's a lot of legs.
Now I've got to do some mental math here. Is that right? Should be 24 legs, right? 12 on each side?
Yeah, it is 6 tails, 24 legs. That's what it said.
Oh, for some reason I thought I was reading... Oh. For some reason I thought I read 26 legs. I was like, what? Where are the extra legs coming from? I don't know if I want to know. Okay. So that means triple cur on both sides. Are there any other iterations that can make that happen? Or does it have to be curs?
I think they're the only 4-legged class, right?
Yeah. Unless you want to get really creative with the way in which you're describing imps. I don't know. Like, probably not. Howlers? No, probably still not.
So we're going triple cur, bottled void, tailwind crest, typhoon bottle.
Bottled Void, Tailwind, Crest, Typhoon Bottle. Yeah, okay, so talismans from Brawl and Birth. Gotcha. Hey, Rumi, how's it going? Happy New Year. So, and this is what, forecast number 3, I believe? And our last one between Amanda and Honor. So let's get started.
The Beyonders
Oh, we got Alec Halamer as well.
face the nightmares.
Okay, so it's triple cur.
Who shall conduct the rites?
So let me bottled void, typhoon bottle, tailwind crest.
Jarbert.
So of course we know everyone's character and talisman selections will be the same. The key difference maker here will be, does anyone mix it up with their masteries? I mean, you tend to see the same choices with curs, going what we see right here, triple jumping and then 5 extra damage on the plunges, but will anyone try to differentiate themselves a bit, taking a little bit more of an unconventional approach? Possibly. Oh, yes, there you see it. Only double jump for Rookie for Amanda, but does have Lucky Break, giving him the chance to respawn more quickly. And that perhaps might have been reason enough to encourage Honor to also take a more unconventional selection there with masteries. This is true, you did get here right in the middle of a forecast train. We did have a Bastion train previously. Lots and lots of song requests today. Yeah, some unusual mastery selections for both players. We'll have to see how that affects things, because, well, it is usually not the approach that people opt to take with their curs. But, well, both players starting off quickly, 120 damage score apiece.
Neither triumvirate is closer than
And of course, curs usually are very quick, offensively oriented characters. But given those changes that they both made, perhaps a little less so. There's Bottle Void doing some work for you. Typhoon Bottle, don't expect to see that active for all that long, given how quickly Curves tend to come back from banishment. They have high hope. But now it's Amanda plunging for another 20. Rookie speeds around, using that imp strategically for cover. So Amanda able to sneak around and get the banishment. Amanda with a lot of running space here. Oh, and once again, the little hesitation move, setting up the plunge. And Nor just speeds straight in for 20. So I was going to say, what with this being an all-Cur showdown that tends to be a very quick right. Ooh, Amanda fakes throw and then instead opts to plunge. Maybe with the defensive setups might have been a little bit different, but now one more score might be all that Amanda needs here. Once again, playing the mind games. Oh, but not that time. Not that time. Nor with Rookie. First to the Pyre there, plunging for 20. But Nor still on the back foot here because Amanda just needs one more score. And for the first time in a while, we can say definitively, no rekindling, as there are no saps and no right lights. Ooh, opportunity perhaps for Amanda here, but Bottled Void might have just saved Nor. Dalbert. Speeds past one defender, oh, and around the other. And suddenly, we have ourselves a one-score game. For both players at that. Nor, oh, makes it in for the comeback. GG.
Good game.
Let's end this night's proceedings.
Well played. All right,
Alright,
let's
thanks for the
head back.
games, thanks for hosting this. Thanks for the games, Anor, iRoder. And I'll see you later.
Thanks for stopping by. Pleasure to have you. Happy New Year. Such rights, very wow, indeed. Yeah, I mean, we've had a ton today already that have been one-score matches where either player could have won at the end. That, of course, being one of them. But we're looking for someone to jump in here to replace Amanda, so if there is anyone in chat who is interested in doing so, you are welcome. Jump in here. And this, I believe, is about to be forecast number 4, which is the final forecast. So is there anyone in chat who'd like to jump in here to face off against Anor? Anor, just to check in with you, I mean, you hopped in pretty recently, but are you good to keep going here, or do you want to swap out as well? Okay, gotcha. Not seeing anyone in chat at the moment expressing interest and availability. There we go. Phaler says he'll jump in. Let's get Phaler in that case. I'm sensing a forecast of Phaler in our near future. Okay. Invite sent here. We have a few other requests coming our way. So we had a request for exiles from my rotor, Orlek Gareth Tizo, meaning basically the true Nightwings team of sorts, or at least the closest thing we can get to that. I was wondering if perhaps I was going to be inviting that when I brought up that this was currently slated as the final forecast. I mean, there was something to be said for 4 cast being the last one, but all right, fine, Cam, make it 5. Ruin that. Now we're okay. You know, it's forecast night. It's just forecast night. As we were saying before, we will not run over with additional song requests into the subsequent RITE Night. So, even if you guys spend the rest of the day giving us forecast requests, we will cut them off at the end of today's RITE Night. But, okay. Fair enough. It is, in fact, we're just scouting out, forecasting what's gonna happen for the rest of the year, right? That's just what you do at the beginning of the year. Oh, gosh. All right, Amanda, fine. Be that way. Okay, so let's get Phaler set up here. So, Phaler, I assume it'll be Fate for you?
Yep.
All right. And let's switch you off Beyonders then. Here we are. Okay, so admittedly, got a little distracted by all the forecasts, but as for what the actual requests, other than songs, are for this one, we have the basically original Nightwings, the Orlek, Gareth, Tizo. So that's the Exiles. Then it looks like that may be it outside of the song. Yeah. Yeah, does the order matter on those 3, iRotor? Or can it be whatever order people want? Order does not matter. Alright, in that case, let's get started. This forecast might be to overthrow the voice. Who will be the one to overthrow the voice? We shall see. We shall see.
Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
So Phaler starts with the Meta Orlek, the very composition that we had banned in tournaments because, well, it's pretty good. And or it's just checking the weather forecast. I mean, toward the end of 2021, people were trying to make the case that that is no longer the meta demon setup, but there's a reason why it got banned, at least on Orlek. Whereas an Or leads off with Gareth instead. And we will likely see both players rock the Web Lanthorn as a way to help get Orlek back. Otherwise, you're stuck with his 30-second respawn, which is pretty painful. Phaler opting for Titan Tooth on Gareth. We usually see him go with the Banishing Throws as of late on his Savages, although perhaps with Orlek being able to do that, felt less inclined to do so with his Savage this time. Then Orlek in his original team colors. And he'll take Titan Tooth. Alright, so here we go. The True Nightwing Showdown. Here comes Orlek, ripping through Anor's defenses, although he does go down there. Anor going with the Brazen Manor setup there. Doesn't have enough time to pull it off, though. There's the quick throw from Phaler, and it's enough to get the full 25. Anor teleporting to the orb with Gareth, but can't escape Orlek's big aura, although Orlek gets taken down by the implosion. Ooh, and then Gareth hops over to the defenders and into the Pyre for a 20 damage plunge. Now, I believe he had Titan Tooth, as we were saying before, not Prayer Bead, so that means he's gone for this round. Orlek down as well. Orlek, oh, scoops up the orb and hops straight into the Pyre for 25. That drops Anor down to 30. Make that 10 after that plunge. And that means one more score is all the Phaler needs here. But Anor with the orb, with Gareth. Back over to Tizo, and he's the only one that Anor has left at the moment, and in many ways is Anor's preferred defender, not attacker. Gareth teleports to the orb once he returns, and does have enough range on the jump to make it in. Here comes Phaler, looking to banish with those Orlek throws, but down Orlek goes instead. Anor through her portal with her Orlek. But he goes down, Web Lanthorn brings him back. So Orlek versus Orlek. Oh, and look at that! The sneaky Gareth teleportation, setting up the winning plunge.
Outperformed their adversaries. The rite is complete.
Alright, let's head on back. And chat, let us know what else you would like to see for this next one as we approach forecast number 5. But seeing no requests at the moment, why don't we get this one started up, and we'll just have these two take whatever they want to take. So what are we forecasting here, chat?
The fate versus
Ooh. I'm forecasting some meme potential. As for whether that will come to fruition, that much remains to be seen. Ping pong harps could be. Wall bouncing throw savages also possible. Wall bouncing jump savages also possible. Phaler seemingly going the throw route here though. Anor also seeming to go with the throws, at least to start off with. They could of course mix and match their strategies a bit. Phaler going with a more straightforward imp selection there in the second spot. Considerably less memey. And so Anor breaks out her go-to Volpred setup with Nutrition Stick. Meanwhile, this time, Phaler goes with Prayer Beads on his Stowaway, so we may see some wall-bouncing jumps coming from her. And that might be what we see from Almer for Anor. So here we go. And a series of banishments to get things started here. As both players continuously try to teleport to the orb, but banish each other in the process. Now, Nor did take Numbing Gust on Volfred, and that means that if everyone is banished on her side, Baylor will not be able to sprint, jump, throw, or use any of their special abilities, but I think we did just see Baylor attempt some wall bouncing there. So that's a good sign. Good indication of what is to come, and once again, we see it, but this time coming from a Nor. So brace yourselves, chat. I think we are in for a special one here. Oh, and that throw looked on target, bouncing off the wall, but Baylor able to intercept. Baylor going for the wall bouncing jumps this time to set up the throw, but intercepted, and a little bit hard to keep track of that there, but it was Baylor who's the only one with any characters remaining, and so he gets the orb and plunges there on an uncontested Pyre. Nor going for the wall bouncing throw that time, but unsuccessful. Baylor able to banish with the throw, and this time just goes straight in with that one. Stowaway, oh, wall bouncing throw, successful that time from Nor. Baylor takes the more direct approach. Ooh, but Nor once again, 2 in a row. Baylor banishes 1 with the throw, but then the sapling takes out Almer. Volfred, ooh, can't avoid the cast. But the orb inadvertently hits Nor's Pyre and bounces it back out, giving Nor enough time to teleport to the orb. But loses Almer in the process. Here comes the stowaway off the wall with the jump and into the Pyre. Baylor, the direct approach, banishes Volfred. But here comes Nor on the counter with Almer, going for the wall bouncing jump, a little bit off target this time. Numbing Gust active, slowing Baylor down. So Baylor needs to go the direct approach here. Nor, first to the orb, loses the stowaway, but here's Almer. He goes down, that leaves just Volfred. Sidesteps 1 cast. He goes down. Stowaway goes down, that means just Almer to defend, and he's stuck in his salute animation while Baylor jumps in here for 20. And that means Baylor may only need 1 more, although Nor usually takes the 10 rekindling on Volfred. Oh, look at the timing on that stowaway play there. And there it is, the 10 rekindling. So yes, Nor does have the second life bar, but now the next score Baylor gets would likely finish the job. Here comes Almer, bounces off 1 wall, but banished. Almer for Baylor, finds an opening, banishes the defender, and Volfred sacrifices himself for the team. And that was a game-saving sacrifice of that. And Nor looking for the right opportunity, but realizes just can't get the angle right off the wall, and so goes straight in that time. And now it means a 1-score game. Baylor nearly makes it in there, but Nor able to defend and fend off that teleportation attempt there from Baylor. So Nor on the attack, going Ninja Savage, but 1 Savage banished, 2nd Savage banished. That leaves just Volfred back to defend right now. And he goes down, but Nor does now have her Savages back, and does go the Ninja Savage route here. Raji for Baylor. And goes in for the winning plunge. GG.
thought for certain they would not. Thus end this night's proceedings.
Yeah, you never know. When those imps start pushing forward like that, part of you assumes that, well, surely they're just stalling, right? Waiting for their other teammates to come back, because presumably Almer or whoever else is their preferred score, but sometimes they just say, you know what? While you hesitate, I'm just gonna go straight in for the score, even if it's my imp. So chat, let us know what you'd like to see for the next one. That was forecast number 5. We are now going into forecast number 6. And an Nor turns customize off. That means fully randomized teams. That locks in just about everything here. And that means that Rollenbert, yeah. So just remind me, Brawlbert, for the next one. We'll get you in for the talisman request after that. All right, so, I mean, we could still do an arena, would be one thing, but otherwise everything else will be locked in by the customize off. But barring that, let's get things started. So what do we forecast this time, chat? Because it's a random one. It could be anything. Do I hear water? A little bit. Fall of Solium water. It's a harp, a savage, and a sap for Phaler. It's a demon, a nomad, and a harp for Nor. Phaler. With Tamitha. Makes it in there for 20. Okay, and Nor does have the starting Pyre life from her demon, Vizpaleth. Here's Snadra. Over to Zoxiana. Back to Snadra. Zoxiana. Snadra down, but Zoxiana brings her back. Here comes Snadra. Doesn't look like she has Shoulder Smash. But she obviously has Sacred Bond. In fact, both players have Sacred Bond. And Phaler currently defenseless. It's going to be a little while until Vizpaleth can make it all the way over there to bring back her friends. Will she have enough time to do so? Or they'll all respawn the normal way just as she's about to get there? But now Vizpaleth able to get rid of the remaining exiles. For Phaler, oh, that's a Luminous Idol Zoxiana for Anor. That is a dangerous setup. And Anor with time to throw that one in for the full 30. Anor's Zoxiana blocked, but gets full stamina whenever she picks up the orb with Zoxiana. Phaler with a quick counter with his harp. Snadra to Zoxiana. As we were saying, as you see right there, she can throw the orb, quickly pick it back up, and get full stamina back. But Nor currently with just Vizpaleth back to defend. With Lendl down, that leaves Vizpaleth versus Palmus. Here comes Vizpaleth, and she makes it in for 30. Now, of course, Phaler does have a sap, and so may have some rekindling, and now Anor does not have her highest damage character after Vizpaleth plunged. So Anor would still need either 2 scores or to score next round when she has Vizpaleth returned. If she is to finish this one here. Phaler with a successful defensive play. Now Anor currently defenseless. Oh, but has Typhoon Bottle? Because Phaler was unable to sprint, jump, or throw there. A little surprising, given how Phaler's the one with the sap. Here's Vizpaleth, suddenly a little lonely. Brings back Zoxiana, though. Nor back to full strength, and was about to use the Luminous Idol Harp strats, but didn't quite have time. Here comes Zoxiana. Can get rid of the saplings if she charges into them, although didn't quite have enough range. Here comes Phaler. Doesn't quite have it with Lendl there, and now time for Zoxiana to throw it for 20, and now Phaler dropped down to 10, as I was saying, may have rekindling from Palmus, although as we saw once before in a random composition, we saw that somebody had 0 rekindling with one of their saps, so that could be the case. Could even be RITE Light that brings the rekindling, might not be the sap. But barring rekindling, Anor just needs 1 score here. It won't be with Snadra, though. At least not this time. Zoxiana down. Zoxiana gets it back here on the Pyre's doorstep, and it's 10 rekindling. So yes, Phaler does hang on here. Full right side demon for Vizpaleth, Amanda thinks. Well, opportunity here for Phaler. As we were saying, yes, Amanda does, or rather, Anor does have the Typhoon Bottle on somebody, because you saw it right there. Phaler unable to sprint, jump, or throw. Slowed him down, but did still find a way to score. Toxiana keeps on trying to use those Luminous Idol strats, but Phalar keeps on coming just in time to stop them. And Phalar keeps on the pressure here, plunging with Lendl for 20. That drops Anor down to 35. Now, it's possible that Anor has Rekindling with RITE Light, but definitely does not have any Sap Rekindling, of course. Snadra, she's down. Once again, Numbing Gust, or rather, Typhoon Ball technically active here, slowing Phalar down, but not stopping him, because he does make it in with his Harp, and, well, I think we were right, chat. It's another close one, because it is another one-score match. Phalar starting the comeback, but now Anor putting on the pressure. Looking to use the Harp to push her demon into the defender, clearing out space. One of the few times we have ever seen that work. But that time, it was impressive. It was impressive. He finishes the job. GG.
Until the stars align.
The Harp Ram. I mean, so often we see it turn into just self-sacrifice. Sacrificing a teammate, and in the process, oftentimes the Harp as well, and not much good comes of it. But that time, it did work. Well, anyways, that was what? Forecast 5? So now we're on Forecast 6. And we did have a request that we had to put a bit of a delay on. It was Brawlenberts, right? With the forecast of Dark Skies, a cursed item, and Sunken Shadow. Okay, so that's our talisman request for this one. First talisman plus Sunken Shadow. Anything else that we would like to see for this one? Or will that be all? Okay, Anor says she's up for 2 more. So heads up, chat, if there's anyone hanging out who's not yet gotten the chance to play, who's looking to do so, we will be looking to swap someone in for Anor in the not-so-distant future. And Amanda is choosing Exiles, okay. Worm, Worm, Demon. Double Worm, single Demon. Okay. Alright. And why don't we get this one started then? Double Worm, single Demon, 1 Cursed Talisman, and Sunken Shadow.
The fate versus
It's Glade of Lu.
welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
Phalar eyeing those Cursed Talismans. Gonna take some strategizing to figure out what the best way to use them is going to be. Can't use the claw on the worms as you're seeing there. And so perhaps that is why he does not opt to take a Cursed Talisman on his first worm. And Anor goes Titan Tooth on her first worm. So neither player opting for their Cursed Talisman yet. And Phalar doubling down on Sunken Shadow, plus the final Demon Mastery on the right side, both of which will increase the amount of time the characters get banished for. There's Anor instead going for the Black Claw, so she has taken her Cursed Talisman, whereas Phalar still needs to use his here on his last worm, which means he will not be taking Black Claw. He can't. He'll take the heart instead. That is the one that has the 50% chance of giving him infinite stamina when that character comes back. 50% chance of coming back as a defenseless howler instead. Whereas Anor still has her Sunken Shadow, so she'll take that here on Deluge. That's the one that gives additional banishment time. So here we go. Double Worm, 1 Demon, a Cursed Talisman, and Sunken Shadow. And it is Phaler first, throwing this one in for 15. And now Anor returning the favor, this time with a Plunge. Phaler again, can't make it through this time. Jody gets it back, gives it up to Deluge, who speeds forward with a 15 damage, or make that 11 damage throw, Anor cutting it a little bit short to sneak it in time. Jody. Phaler with Deluge. Blocked. Jody moving in. Gets it back. Can't make it past the defenders, though. Phaler gets the orb back here. With his Jody. Goes through 1 defender. Ooh, but then Anor with Valiant Return is going with the Infiniworm strat, at least for the moment. And plunges for 15. Phaler's throw for a quick 5 this time round. Phaler again. This time is blocked, but does have Titan Tooth. So he stunned Anor there. Oh, but the throw is off target this time. This one makes it in for 15. Phaler again. This time it's a plunge. So that means he'll be down a worm for this round. And Anor, with that extra space, finds room to plunge for 15 of her own. There's that Titan Tooth once again. This time, Phaler, though, gets it back and plunges for 15. That drops Anor down to 35. Phaler without Deluge for this round. Perhaps playing it a little more defensively for that reason, and gets back Deluge with Blackheart as a defenseless Howler. And with Jody stunned, that means there's quite literally no one that can stop Anor from scoring here for 15. Phaler back at full strength now. Titan Tooth's Jody, giving him some time here to set up this throw, which is for the full 15, and that drops Anor down to 20. That means Phaler just needs 1 score, but it would need to come from his demon. His worms do not have enough damage here, unless he gets Seize Chance, which I thought I might have seen on one of his worms at one point. But here's the Infiniworms. Oh, and Phaler with a sneaky worm hanging out beyond Anor's Pyre. And now any one of Phaler's exiles could get the winning score, and there it is. GG.
The rite is complete.
Well played, you two, and let's head on back.
Until the next round.
Alright, I've officially lost track of the forecast. What are we on? 7 now? How many did we have total? A large number. Think we have 2 more at this point, something like that.
The
This
last one
time-
was 6, you said. So this
Last one's
7.
6, so yeah, this
So
one's
is the
7.
last
I
one.
think, did we have 7 or did we have 8? I don't remember. 7? Okay. That means this time the forecast calls for clear skies, Astral Eye, Star Splinter, and Shooting Star. but no quick fling. We had 8 forecasts? I thought we had 8. Yeah. Okay, so 2 more in that case. Alright, so... yeah, this will be an interesting one. Alright. In that case, let's get this started. So again, it is Astral Eye, Star Splinter, Shooting Star. However, no quick fling. That being the quick throwing mastery from the Savages. Well, we're also on the boat.
Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
We'll add 1 more forecast to the list. Add a few more forecasts to the list, as it turns out. By the scribes.
Demon.
So it's a quick throwing demon for a Nor. Phaler led off with a crone. Then goes with Banishing Throws on an Imp, Raji there. Whereas Nor opts to go with the additional damage on Tizo. And Phaler goes for the damage on Pamitha. And Anor goes Banishing Throws on Rookie. Banishing Throws is actually something we used to see SSC do with Kurz a fair bit, once upon a time. His Blef knocks back 1 defender. And they stare each other in the face for a little bit there. But she gets the orb back. Now she gets cornered and banished, though. Taylor through the portal with his Crone doing some sweet 360s. But the throw is just a little bit wide. Now it's Anor going through her portal, banishes the would-be defender, and can throw that one in for 15 with her Cur. Ooh, that is a quick Tizo, taking advantage of the boat magic, but he does get banished. And then this Bless seemingly came out of nowhere, using that portal. Throw from Phaler is wide. Nor still has a, whoa, very long-range jump, I was going to say. Dangerous portal, but may not need it here. Has time, and that is the character that she put the damaging talisman on, the Astral Eye. That's how she got to 23 there. Loses the Imp this time. Here comes Phaler with his Crone. Quick throwing Crone, and quick throwing Crone that has an unblockable throw is a significant threat, but it's wide once again, so Nor able to go with a quick Demon Throw for 30 damage. That drops Phaler down to 32. Phaler back with the Crone. Quick throw. That time just 22. Phaler back at it. Throw, as we said, is unblockable here. This time it's the full 30.
Another joins your ranks.
And Amanda, thanks for the sub. Hope you're enjoying the stream. And then throws in a forecast for good measure. Baylor, oh, sneaks through the portal and nearly pushes his way through with the harp. This time does, and that's the character he put the extra damage on. Oh, and Phaler had the Crone Salute as well, turning all of Anor's characters into defenseless Howlers. Though we saw, I think it was Anor previously, able to fend off a Crone Salute, and this time actually scores while in Howler form. And suddenly, it is a one-score game for either player. Here comes Anor. Vids Paletha goes down. Ruki's permanently down. Will Tizo come back quickly enough? He will not. Phaler takes the win. GG.
The ceremony is complete.
You don't see the Howler scores very often.
Until the stars.
I don't care at this point. Alright, well, I think Anor was saying that was going to be her last one. So thanks for stopping by, Anor. Pleasure to have you, as always. Happy New Year to you. And that means that, chat, we are looking for someone to jump in to take Anor's place. So if there's anyone who has not yet gotten the chance to play today who would like to do so, then now is your time to shine. Meanwhile, chat will continue to make this upcoming rite increasingly complex. Let's see, we have several requests from iRotor. Those being 6 banishing throw exiles. Don't care how you do it. Interesting. Very interesting. So, at this point, if there's someone who would like to jump in who has not yet gotten the chance to play today, I would say you got first priority. Otherwise, we're far enough into the night that I would say it is probably safe to say that we could get someone back in who played earlier tonight, as long as you have not yet played against Phaler. That way we're at least getting a new matchup. So Phaler, you went against Anor. Did you only go against Anor?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, in that case, anyone else, even if you were playing earlier today, I think it's safe to get you back in here. Is there anyone who would like to do just that? And partake of this Banishing Throws match is what we are looking at, it seems. Just theorizing as to... There's obviously the Talisman for that purpose. There's the Celestial Spike from the Demons, I suppose, is the easy way to do it. So some combination of those two things on all of your characters, so probably going to see numerous demons in that case. That gives me an interesting idea. Alright, well, in the absence of anyone else being interested and available and jumping in here, I can jump in myself, of course. My general preference is to have other people hop in, so I'll be a placeholder here. Nest of Tree Esta and Forecast. Okay, well, I mean, at this point, I think we're on, what, forecast number 12 or 13? So, let's see, I had a bit of an idea, but I'm not sure it's going to work on Nest of Triesta. Then I can jump in. Let me just plug in my controller. Alright, let me, in that case, switch around the information. And I will, of course, be the Pyre Hearts. Okay. So, let us see. We've got the arena, we've got the song, we've got basically everything else all locked in. So, I think we're good to go here in that case. Let's get going. Hold on, it's camp. Oh, hold on. Did I just... Oh, Cairn came before Nessa Triesta. I see. I see.
Also, you're the Nightwings.
Also, I'm still the Nightwings. This is true. Let's change that. Huzzah. Cairn, Nessa... We'll get in the Cairn. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll make it happen.
The fate shall confront the Pyres.
Okay, so need to get 3 vanishing throws in here some way, somehow. Honora, I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure we're gonna have time to get to that song. We have a lot of forecasts. In theory, this is forecast number 8. Who do I want here? I'll go Vids. There's only 12 forecasts left. Time will pass, which is why it's here. Perhaps. Perhaps. Alright, so then what if we do? Do I try to force the issue here and do the thing I was thinking of, even though this arena doesn't really work for it? Yeah, sure, why not? It's not really gonna work, but I can try. Now we're just highlighting messages that say forecast instead, finding other creative ways to request forecast. Okay. Ulmer? What? Excuse me. Not all demons? Yeah, see, like, that's the thing, is I could go with a non-demon and then just take the Banishing Throw Talisman, but I mean, that is probably the way to go. Probably still the way to go. Yeah, alright. If you insist. If you insist. Okay. There we go. We'll see if I can make it work with the thing I have in mind. Well, that I just went straight into that. And I could not get out of the way of that. So that's not a great start. Let me just move this hockey puck real quick. No, it wasn't fast enough. That Snapcast. That Snapcast is fast, as it turns out. Oh, I still wanted that. No! Ooh, I jumped into that. Get back, Jojo. Oh, I did get that. I didn't think I was going to get that. Oh, what was that? Did you see that? I tried to throw it in the orb, just kind of hovered above my head for a second, didn't know what it wanted to do with itself. That was very odd. Ooh, not quick enough. That was also definitely not the way to dash. No! Also, my character is hiding, apparently. Hey, we're on the board. At least that's something. Oh, you did take the wet lanthorn. Okay. Was thinking about it. Oh, you just threw that straight in. I really thought you were just going to go for the banishment. I suppose that makes sense. I suppose that does work. No bad orb teleportation. GG.
Their adversaries must be crying tears of shame.
Alright, so that was forecast number 8 of Infinity. So let's head on back and chat. Let us know if there's anything you'd like to see for this next one.
Alright, next in the queue is Impossible. And then
What?
it's back to forecasts.
Really? We had an impossible sneak it in there? I did not remember that. Okay, Brawling Bird is choosing Exiles.
It is amongst the spam here.
Who was it who requested impossible?
Amanda.
Amanda. Really? Oh. Our chief forecast requester threw in an impossible? I just don't believe it.
Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did.
Ah! Can't fool Thaler. You did fool me, but you can't fool Thaler. Alright, and it is all harps for this next one. We had Nest of Trieste was going to be the arena, so that's fitting, I suppose. Brawlbert, you want 100% harps for both of us? At least two. At least two each. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, that covers most of the things. Why don't we get this one started then?
The fate shall take on the Pyre hearts. Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
Alright, so Phaler goes all left side, including the harp salute and then prayer beads, so that will be a dual threat harp, either plunging herself or setting up a different character with that salute. I may opt for something similar here, although I'm going to switch it up just a tad. Interesting. Think I might know what Phaler's getting at there. Switches into someone who gets banished but explodes in the process. If you're gonna explode, then I could explode as well. Or... sure. Why not? Oh, he's going triple. Or at least very well may. Okay, and then I'm gonna take Zoxiana, I think. Gonna keep the Harp Sisters separated. Their relationship is still a little on the mend, you know? Do I trust myself to remember which harp does and does not have the salute if I only take it on one of them? Probably not. Probably not, if I'm being honest. But then again, do you really need it on both of them? Ideally, no. So... let's see if we can. Let's test ourselves. Test our memory. Alright, here we go. 3 harps for Phaler, 2 for me.
Now begin.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I know. Oh. Well done. Oh, was that actually... Is that second one your Titan Tooth one? I thought that was still the one that does the explodey stuffs. Ooh, that is a very fast harp. That is my Prayer Beats harps. That's the one I would prefer to be scoring with. So that's all good. Each Pyre now burns no more brightly than the oof. As my old pa used to say. Oh, that was... I just saw it coming and did it nonetheless. Ooh, didn't fly. You didn't choose to fly. I see. That was just horrendously, awfully, quite literally parting the Red Seas for you. GG.
Good game.
Might be the worst I've ever done with harps. At least that second last one where I was like, okay, let's make an opening for him while we're at it.
Titan Tooth and switching whatever, it makes you like second guess everything you do.
Yeah, I was so often, I was like, oh, hold on. No, I would prefer to have the other harp here, actually. But, in that switching around, I was dilly-dallying, and you were moving. Our voter says, do it again, Exiles wise. The crowd wants more. They are not satisfied. Let's see. I mean, we had Nessa Trieste for the previous one. Do we want to go back to Nessa Trieste? Otherwise, we'll just keep it random here. And also, for the first time in seemingly forever, apparently, it is not forecast. It's impossible. I know. How could it be? On the pit. Okay, well that changes a lot. That does change a lot. This was the place where once upon a time, when we had the all banishing throw stuff, I was wondering if perhaps we might get that and that would set up a thought that I had, but nah, this could work too. Okay, so let's get started then. Forecast is still playing. Yeah, it's still playing in all of our heads right now, I think. It's just, it's never ending, really. Okay, so, well, see, the thing is, so we once again have at least 2 harps as the request. We have 8 more after that. Oh gosh. By the scribes. You're a monster. Okay, let's see. Let's go. Let's go Pamatha first. then, you know, I mean, see, the thing is, we are embracing the memes. Wait, is Skydance in there? When did that happen? Who did that? I do not remember that happening. Amanda, that was me. Who did Impossible? That was me. Who did all the forecasts? That was me. Okay. Well... What if we do... Let's go Tamitha here. Do like the speeds. Do like... The speeds? What? And then for good measure, yeah, we'll throw in another forecast. Chads, I will remind you that if we have remaining forecasts at the end of the night, we will not carry them over to the next RITE night. As a reminder. And I know I went double harp and then one imp last time, but I'm gonna go triple harp this time. I am gonna go triple harp this time. I know technically the request was the same for the exile request, which I don't know how literally I should take that. Does that mean quite literally that I should take 2 harps and 1 imp, or does it mean go back to at least 2 harps, meaning that that last exile could be whatever I want? All right, I mean, chat, if you guys want to continue to just throw points into the trash can for song requests that are never going to happen, then, I mean, go for it, but just feel the need to acknowledge that that is, in fact, what you are doing right now. So we definitely will not have time for all these at this point. My rotor doesn't carry either way? Okay, so yeah, in that case, I will go with the triple harps, since that is permitted. And we're just going, I mean, we could do that. We could go Titan Tooth. What I'm trying to do, I'm not sure if Titan Tooth is actually going to trigger or not. But it would add to the chaos. Just by that same measure. Justice Plume may not trigger. So yeah, okay, we'll go Titan Tooth. Excuse me. Is that my Titan Tooth, or was that your Titan Tooth? Was that both of our Titan... That was apparently both of our Titan Tooths. Also, my character went in the opposite direction that I told to go in. That was a little bit odd. Today's forecast... That is true. Now, that is definitely true. Oh, it is so close. So nearly. It almost worked. I would prefer if you didn't do that. Oh, not quite. Not quite. Does that count? Does that count, chat? I went off the wall. It wasn't like directly into the fire. I just pushed you into the fire. It wasn't immediately into the fire. After that, I did have to do a little bit of an additional boost, but that suffices, right? Oh, I juked one of them, but not all of them. Oh, this is my speedy harp. This is my speedy harp. Look out. There's no stopping. There's no stopping her. He's just quite literally unstoppable. He says as he jinxes himself. Oh! It worked! Quite literally unstoppable, as I said. Oh, you just needed to give me a split second. Oof, indeed. Oh, it's the speedy harp. She's back. She's back. Super speeds. Oh, that's not good. Well, that's not good. Well, that's not good. GG.
Good game.
That is a lot of fun. I've never really done the ping-ponging harps here before. But, you know, Arumi has had a lot of fun with it, and I thought, you know, why not give it a try now? And I can now confirm. It's a good time. Especially if you maximize the speeds.
Until the next round.
Alright, and so now I'm afraid no more impossible. We are back. We are back to today's song. Let's see. That being forecast. Or did we say we had a... Is it one forecast and then we go to, There was another song that we snuck in there. We were
There's
talking
several
about.
forecasts until Skydance.
Okay. Okay, so we're not at Skydance yet. Okay. This time the forecast is a cursed rite. All 3 cursed talismans. Okay. Okay then. Did we have... I don't remember the last time we had a few requests in quick succession. We might have had to have delayed one of them. Did we get them all in last time? Or did we have to bump one to the next rite? Might be making that up. It might be that, you know, since we've done that for approximately 30 forecasts, that's just kind of in the back of my mind. Oh. No. Baylor, do you see this?
Yep.
Well, now Nor, that's the real question. Does this count for all the remaining forecasts? Because this is absolutely a cursed forecast, if ever I have seen one. Anora did ask for cursed, and it is certainly cursed indeed. But Anora says, don't put that on me. I did not wish this on anyone. Alrighty then. Well, buckle up, chat. Take a moment. Go make sure, put the popcorn in the microwave. Grab yourself a glass of water. Other snacks, whatever it might be. This could be a while. This one could certainly be a while. We got triple saps. And yes, triple saps does crash the game unless you happen to take cursed talismans to prevent one of those saps from casting, in which case, suddenly, it works. Forecasting new longest match, it's theoretically possible. It's anytime we're talking triple saps on both sides, you have to consider that possibility. Oh man. Well, yes, it does quite literally become an RTS at this point. So, did we have an arena for this one, or are we going random? It's triple saps, first talismans. I think it's just random arena. And particularly when you're going triple saps, that can be significant. That can be an important factor. Triple cursed talisman for the next one. In case this one wasn't cursed enough. Alright, let's get this thing started before anyone finds any additional ways to curse it. Oh no. Oh no. I don't think we wanted the book. The book is really small. So that means almost the entire arena is going to be taken by these saplings. But it does also mean we are closer to the opposing Pyre, so you don't need to travel as great a distance. So I'm a little conflicted. And of course, all cursed talismans means that there's no clever strats here like, oh, well, I'll just increase my throwing range on one of these saps, and then I don't need to go very far before I'm within scoring range. Well, you can't do that. No nutrition sticks to give you more mobility. I'm afraid that just doesn't work here. Doesn't work here. So, well. Alright, so... probably gonna want a Numbing Gust coming from one of those saps, right? So is it that, I mean, I guess I don't care about Unstable Sapling. I was gonna ask, like, with the cursed talismans, do we still need someone to have, or do we still need to make sure that we don't take Unstable Sapling, but I don't think I'm gonna take it anyway, so... yeah, I'll take Numbing Gust on one of these saps. Then... I mean, basically all these abilities are gonna be passive, so I don't really think it matters which sap has which cursed talisman. Sort of, except not really. I think you go Blackheart first. Just have all right side claw sap. That's the best. That's what Phaler goes for here. Yeah, because if you go that route, then you get all the rekindling, and yeah, you get the passive hope, you get the guardian shield, and then with the claw, it doesn't matter that much that you can't cast, because you've got all that passive stuff happening. So, I guess you go for that. I want you on the second or the third of my saps here. I think might actually go for the oof here. No, but then you can't grasp the orb. Yeah, let's go Black Claw. Oh, and that's actually to avoid the crashing that is still needed? Okay. I mean, certainly of the year 2022. Certainly of the year 2022, this one will take the crown at this state. Yep. It's gonna be painful. Well, let's see. So now we've got the hoop on this last one. That's the stamina, but can't get the orb. And I think, again, we're probably just looking for... probably all right side, at least going all the way down to rekindling. Do we have reason to go Guardian Sapling rather than Guardian Shield, maybe? Or rather than Steadfast Hope? I don't think the hope matters that much because we have the Numbing Gust. So I think we go Guardian Shield, and mostly just a means to get to rekindling, and just getting an additional Guardian Sapling is probably not a bad idea. Okay, so here we go, chat. Start your timers. What will it be? How long will we be here for a Super Sap Showdown? Oh, I was about to get out of it. Oh, this is my sap. I can't hold it. I should also probably put some saplings down. That might be helpful. Oops. Thank you, Guardian Saplings. Oh, except this is my sap. I can't hold it. So we're just gonna have the orb inadvertently bounce out, which is probably not what I wanted. Don't do that. Also, I can't stop you from there. Stop placing the saplings. Stop doing that. Well, I can't intercept from that range. I don't think that's unblockable. So, well, maybe this will be a quick one. We'll have to see. But, I mean, we do both have a bunch of rekindling. So you have to consider that. We'll make the first move. lift it with you. Can't pick up the orb. Oh, that got us both. Yes! I actually wanted this. Mobility, what is this? I can actually move. Not for long. Nope. Bad sap. Bad sap. Ooh, cut it short. Okay. No, no, no. Nope, not enough time. Oh, you got the hoof. Same with this sap, though. Please don't do that. That's not good. I can't really get to you in time. That's definitely unblockable. Ooh, I did not blink in that time, and you punished me for it. No. Let me place my saplings. I get you? No. Well, there's the rekindling for me, at least. And I did not quite go for the maximum. I'm at 110 on my second life bar. Of course, Failure still has plenty. Excuse me, I got stuck. Not quite. You cannot pick up the orb, for what it's worth. Stop trying to pin me in. It's rude and uncalled for. You have that range? I don't think you quite have that range. Oh, what? How did you... What? How did I get over there? I deliberately put it over here so I could come back on a later occasion. This is the meta now. You guys didn't hear? Oh, you can't do that. Oh, it's inadvertently hitting and bouncing out. That's what's happening. No, 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 no. There we go. Yes, yes, yes. Speedy, speedy. Oh, he also has the speedster. He also has the speedster. Get out of here with your speedster. My speedster time. My speedster time. Nope, nope, nope. The corner. Yes. Run, run, run. Be ever so quick. Be ever so quick. You can't catch me on the gingerbread man. No, the gingerbread man. I don't want the infinite stamina. Does it look like I need infinite stamina here? Sure. Oh, no, 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 no. Opportunity. Opportunity's knocking. Except I missed it. Maybe now? Maybe now. Oh, you had the range. You cannot pick up the orb. Everyone is gone. Speedster? Not speedster. Well, kind of speedster, just not the way I wanted you to be a speedster. Yeah, that's not good. Hot potato with the orb indeed. Oh, still got it. I am not the Nightwings. So I believe your statement to be incorrect. Oh, well, that was bad. He's got me pinned in here. Pretty good. Yeah, pick it up. Pick it up. You know you want to. You know you want to. Stay away. No. Bad timing. Don't do that. Don't do that. Also, don't do that. Oh, nifty. On the road again. Yes! Cut it a little bit short, but did get it off. So that's something.
This kills your heads, Pyre Hans.
Oh my god, you turn into a howler. I would have liked for you to turn into a howler. That's illegal. How dare you? Oh, we've got the path. What? Oh, you vanished. Okay, this is maybe not quite as safe as I would like it to be. Oh, that also definitely is not. I just feed it to this guy and try to get the black heart to keep on triggering and hope and pray that I actually get a howler. No! It was all part of an elaborate plan, and it was working. Oh, so beautifully. Oh, he's hesitating. He's hesitating. He has the hoop. He's hesitating. He's down. No! It was charged up sufficiently, but I got greedy. Oh, he's got the speedster. He's got the speedster. Look out. He's got the speedster. I have the speedster. Confirmed. The speedster is mine. You cannot catch the speedster. You have caught the speedster. Oh, that didn't work. I don't like being stuck here right now. Ooh, clutch. Clutch respawn there. That is also not the right direction to be blinking into. Gracias. Not gracias. Don't know which. Oh, that was the good sapling. Shouldn't have moved that one. That was my best sapling. See an opening though. Do see an opening. Fake him out. Fake him out. Fake him out. He'll never. Oh, we'll never know which way I was going. Get aggressive here? We get aggressive here? We maybe get aggressive here. Okay, but like, what if we get aggressive here? Okay, but like, what if? Just hear me out. We get aggressive here. No! It almost paid off. That is my sapling. Thank you very much. You can't make saplings. You have a bad sapling. Please move your sapling so it is not bad. Well, so much for moving saplings. You do have that range? Oh, who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be, huh? You can't handle the two-pronged sap attack. No, I was gonna blink in!
A mere attempt.
I've got to have another sapling here somewhere, right? Oh no, one of those was my guardian sapling. Okay, ooh, that is big. We gotta at least not be pinned in the corner. You cannot cast. This is a problem. You can. Let's shut that off. Right, you cannot pick up the orb. It was strategic. It was full of strategery. You see? Throwing the orb at my own pyre. It works. For that reason right there. See? I'm the goalie! We got the speedster! No! He went down! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good. Yeah, Failer has been doing a much better job of setting up the saplings than I have with that question. Oh, I thought I might catch you overcommitting there. Laterally. Oh, you've got a speedster there, Failer. As do I. No, I should have gone for the interception, not the banishment. Theoretically, I am on my second life bar here. Failer could win this one with a full damage score. This could be it. Will it? It will not be. Oh, I did it wide. Did it wide. Oh. No, that's not where you were supposed to be. He's trying to block me from getting to my advanced sapling. Oh, but I've got the speedster now. Except I've got the speedster now. Oh, no! I was about to reevaluate. That's not good. That's very not good. Of all the things that are not good, that is one of them. Aha! Ooh! We're going all in. We're going all in. Thinks he can get past with the speedster. He thinks he can get past with the speedster. You see this? You see this nerve? See this nerve? We got him cornered. He's down.
Such chaos.
You can't put a sapling. This is unfortunate. You can. You don't have that range. You can't fool me. Oh, that's my black hoop one. Oops. Oops. Maybe we don't make the moves with him. You might get that. Oh, you had a sapling over there. Not see that sapling. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That was close. That one was close. Ooh. Going through like a battering ram. Gonna have to just hope that you don't have the range. You did. GG.
Good game.
And that is the first triple sap match, double triple sap match we've had in a while. And let's keep it that way.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
Only 15. That one was definitely much faster than many of the ones that we've seen.
Until the stars align.
That wasn't too bad. All right. So, how do we follow that one up? Did we have other requests that came we had to delay after we saw the triple saps? We said we were having another all cursed talisman one, right? I think we still have all cursed talismans for this as well.
That's right.
Nightwings only. Nightwings only for this one. Okay. So Nightwings only plus cursed talismans. And then still all of the forecasts in the world. So chat forecast whichever Nightwings you think we will take here. Whoa, hold on. Perhaps there's more. Perhaps there's more. Hold the show, hold the boat. Oh, there was an imp request as well. Did that predate our Nightwing's request? Missed this one from Brawlenberg. Actually forgot. Alright, so all cursed talismans on imps in that case. Okay. Okay. Wait, what? So, which one? Hold on. Which one came first? Did the imps come first or did the Nightwings come first?
Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
I suppose the safe bet is to go with Tizo, and then we can determine. It was just a request for one imp. Oh, okay, gotcha. So yeah, theoretically we can combine them as long as we include Tizo. Gotcha. The cursed one, imp. The cursed one, if you will. And that is bold, Phaler. Going with a sap immediately after a all-sap match. That takes a lot of willpower. Let's see. So we are going to need an imp somewhere. Just take stock of our cursed talisman. So we have the one that keeps the aura when you have the orb, but then can't cast. You have the when you get banished, have a chance of coming back with either infinite stamina or as a howler. And then you have additional stamina, but you can't pick up the orb. So I think that one might be the toughest. And still just Nightwings. Okay. I don't think you want to lead with this one. You want to lead with someone who can, well, pick up the orb. So in that case, I think you go Claw first, perhaps? Either that or maybe Heart. And on the Claw, who has a nice aura for that? I mean, Jody does? Guess we'll do that. I kinda wanted her to be the one who couldn't pick up the orb, because it's useful to have a big aura for that too, but yes. And then what I really want is this. Do we go all the way down to Celestial Spike? I think you want to take Crushing Heal and the extra presence to take better advantage of the Black Claw. Yeah, and taking the heart on Tizo is definitely the safe bet, because if you do the Imp Salute, which is what we saw Phaler do, then you can switch back into Tizo, so that might be a good play there. Unless there's someone that you actually want to transform into a Howler, but not really sure that's the case. So, yeah, I think probably go for the same thing with him. You could either go all the way down from Star Sign, but that first one, Elusive Nature, is pretty important. Then the tough thing is, who do you take for the hoof, where you can't pick up the orb? So obviously, most likely 0 offense out of that person. I was thinking Jody would be a good fit, because at least you have the big aura for some defense. You can run around and banish some people with her. But already took Jody, so I mean, it could potentially be Headwind. It might be. think I will. Then you just go focus on the passives with him. With things like... Would do crit strike. I mean, without the goals bracer, it's a little painful. I think we definitely want shoulder smash, though. And maybe Sacred Bond is hard not to take, so sure. There we go. All Cursed Talismans, all Nightwings, and we have Tizo. That aura is not big enough, I'm afraid. Or except maybe it is. He's got the shoulder smash. Can I get it quickly enough to pass it over? No. No, I can't. I was like, maybe if I'm really clever, I can get it to work. But alas, I cannot. Ooh, I was hoping that was going to banish basically everyone on your side. Alas, it did not. Oh, right, he can't even pick it up to pass it. I forgot about that for a second, even though I was testing that very thing out before. Probably should have tried to sneak in a throw instead, but there we go. Jody with the plunge. Move this hockey puck real quick, if you don't mind. Ooh, he still got in there, didn't you? Oh, that's not good. I should have gone for the normal sprint. Hello. Well, that's not good. Also getting cornered is not good, generally speaking. Also getting all of your team banished is not good, generally speaking. Tizo return! Not quickly enough. Don't love having everyone standing right next to each other like that. Headwind. You're the one I want. Took approximately an hour to get to him. Is, alas, a little too late at that point. I don't know why I passed to him there, though. That's just never gonna work, once again. Oh, very, very bad timing. Thought I could be clever and sneak in to get Jody. I couldn't. Well, yeah. I kind of didn't leave anyone back to defend. Ruh-roh. Oops. Mistakes were made. Ooh. Mean? Oh, that's not what I wanted. That had to be the slowest demon charge up I've ever seen. It went slow though as soon as I did it. What? GG.
GG.
Alright, well, that was what? All Nightwings had to have Tizo, all cursed talismans as well.
Until the next round.
And then we did have oh no, we combined the all Nightwings plus 1 imp request for that one, so I suppose we don't have anything other than songs remaining for this one, so let us know if there's anything you would like to see.
I think this one will be my last one.
Okay. Yeah, so in that case, just quick check-in on chat. Is there anyone else who would like to hop in once Phaler switches out, or are we running out of, at this point, everyone who's interested in playing has already done so? In which case, we could even be approaching Liberation Rite time. So yeah, anyone in chat who either has not yet played today and wants to get the chance to do so, or who played earlier and wants to get back in. As I was saying before, I think at this point in time, we've gone long enough that, as long as we're getting people matched up against different opponents, then that's fine. So if you played earlier and you didn't play against Phaler or me, then that's probably fine. Not seeing anyone at the moment, though, so Phaler, what do you say we might turn this into a Liberation Rite?
Let's do it.
Let's do it, yeah. Okay, so I think that means that we will cut ourselves off from the forecasts a little bit short. I lost track of what number forecast we were on, but we probably had at least 10 remaining in the queue. And I said it numerous times that this was inevitably going to be the outcome. I lost track. I would say that, if we're wondering how many we had, then, well, ask Amanda.
15 still in the queue.
15 still in the queue. What have you done, chat? What have you done? Amanda, you did it to yourself. You did do it to yourself. That's 38 requests. Yeah, that does explain where all the forecasts came from. And 2 of them were Honors. Yeah, it wasn't exclusively Amanda, but I think we know who the primary culprit was. So, but as we were saying, it looks like we won't have anyone else switching in, and Phaler's saying this will be his last one, in which case, that means we're looking at Liberation Rite time. And why don't we take this opportunity? Oh, I was going to say, I thought that the music just so happened to perfectly end there, but no, let's turn back on the in-game music, because we are going to the Fall of Salim, and we are turning on the in-game music for the first time in a very long time. Let's see. So, usually we go the Never to Return version of Player 2. So that'd be Pyre Arts. I have a feeling Forecast may be banned for the rest of the year. It's possible. It's possible. A Pyre song in a Pyre game? What? Don't be silly. That's nonsense. That's complete nonsense. But anyways, like I was saying, this will be our final rite of the night, our Liberation Rite, which means we will not take requests for this one. We'll just have the 2 of us taking our preferred teams. We will be at the Fall of Solium, never to return, because, well, we got to turn that forecast off. So, is that my forecast? I don't know. That's Brawlenbert's forecast about potential bans of the song forecast for the rest of the year. We'll have to see about that one. Depends how we're feeling next week. But without further ado, let's start the Liberation Rite. Why, hello,
The
exiles.
summons to the fall of Solium. You are gathered to conduct this rite. Let us determine which of you is the superior. The fate, stand prepared. Fire hearts, stand ready. The rite.
Alright, so of course, no request for this one. As we were saying, this will be our final rite of the night, our liberation rite. And Phaler is going with the Banishing Throws on Almer, which is a character that he's picking a lot in the first spot as of late. As for me, a few potential compositions I could go with here. Which one do I want to give a shot? I mean, maybe we stick with the simple, straightforward one? My usual go-to? Maybe. Harp Salute. So she will be able to switch places with her closest ally. Could go either Prayer Beads, but I'm feeling the Titan Tooth right now. I'm feeling the Titan Tooth. Okay, and a defensive Raji over there in the second spot. I'm going to go on the bottom here with none other than the most stylish man on the downside. And he will be my sniper in the trees. Ooh, is Phaler going the Crone route, perhaps? Or maybe the double Savage route. Ooh. With lots of sudden grasp. So he is going to be able to teleport to the orb all the time. On a big arena such as this, that is notable. Notable. So let's see. In my last spot, I think I'm going to go with a defensive Tizo here. And here we go! Our final run of the night, our Liberation Rite, Phaler with the Fate on the left. I am the Pyre Hearts on the right. And this is where I wish I took Prayer Beads. As I was saying, it was an either-or situation. I went for the other one, though. I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were going to do that. Oh, you intercepted. How dare you. I'm stuck on that. Running out of stamina, though. Nope, 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 nope. Not that. Okay, well, now I don't have a choice but to sacrifice myself. Excuse me? You were supposed to get banished there. That's not who was supposed to switch. That wasn't supposed to happen. Ooh, you still got it, though. You still got it, though. I did not want the orb. That was not my goal. That was not my goal. Oh, I did not get the orb. Uh-oh. I thought I had it. With all of his teleportations, you gotta be careful of that. Once again, wish I took Prayer Beads, not Titan Tooth. Ooh, you still got her, though. No, bad timing. Where's the orb? There's the orb. There we are. Again, no prayer beads is unfortunate, though, is the thing. Get this thing as far away as possible. Let's get this thing as far away as possible. Ah, get stuck on the walls once again. Oh, you still got me with the little trailing aura. Ooh, the speeds! And there it is. GG.
Good game.
Rather convincingly, I must admit. Thus ends the liberation rite.
And thus ends the Liberation Rite. Well, GG, and thanks for all the games today, Phaler. Thanks to everybody who played in our matches today, and thanks to everybody who gave us all the various requests in chat. Yes, including all of the song requests. It just gets hard to keep track of it all when we have that many of them. But with all that being said, I'm gonna hop out of Discord here, but I will see you guys next week. But I'm not done with you just yet. No. Thank you, everybody. Like I was saying, everybody who both played and gave us the requests in chat. This was, of course, Pyre Community RITE Night, which we are doing every Sunday. If you are interested in getting more involved in all this multiplayer Pyre stuff, then, of course, the best way to do that is by joining the RITE Club Discord server, which you can do by clicking on, the link that Arumi beat me to there. Arumi, thank you very much. Right there. One that Arumi linked to. But other than that, my name is Lids. I'm hosting these RITE Nights. I'm also streaming. As of this past Friday, we just began Mass Effect 3 Legendary Edition, which is my favorite series, and it's the last game in the trilogy of my favorite series, so really looking forward to that, doing the highest difficulty, which I've never tried before, so it's going to be a challenge, but it already seems like it's going to be a ton of fun. So that's Friday. Saturday is Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. Then, of course, Sunday is RITE Night. Then on YouTube, Lids Vids there as well, posting the VODs for all those streams, so if you missed anything, you can catch it there as well. Also doing some Gwent videos, the Witcher-themed card game on YouTube, as well as some Thronebreaker, which is the Gwent campaign on YouTube. May try to sneak in a Path of Exile stream/build guide at some point, but that's kind of hard to find the time for these days, so maybe, possibly, kind of, sort of. And of course, if you haven't done so yet already, you can hit the follow button to get a notification for when I go live. You can also follow me on Twitter at LidsVids. I post there when I go live as well. But the best place to stay up to date on all things Lids is actually by joining my own Discord server, which you can do by clicking on that link right there. But that's going to be it for me for tonight, so thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Happy New Year to everybody, and I'll catch you next time.